All right, Cancers, let's talk about your love life in September. The card at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords reversed. So there's anxiety, there's heartache, there's confusion. There was. The theme is that this is lessening. This is lightening up. You're not as concerned. You're not as worried. Coming from the past, okay, something took a major toll on you. We have the Four of Swords. Okay, maybe you were sick. Maybe you needed to rest your mind and rest your soul so you could reconnect to yourself to who you are. This is all getting much better, though. We see that because of this. We see that because you have rested. We see that because your primary card for September, Cancers, is the Eight of Pentacles. You're ready to get back to work in your love life, putting your head down, working on love, right? People want to give up on love, but we never do. We believe in it because it's so beautiful. People hurt us, people let us down. We heal, we move forward, we work again. Challenge or benefit position. I don't ever read this card reversed. Challenge or benefit position. You want this celebration. Is there something that you have in your life right now, Cancers, that you can celebrate? Is that what you're working towards? Yes. There was regret. And this is your ground. This is the grounding energy for you in September. Letting go of this regret. Opening yourself back up, looking for the positivity in your person, your partner, or your relationship. Okay. Again, you're trying to get back to ground zero. Trying to get back to feeling like yourself again. And you're doing it. Crowning was this Three of Swords. So you may be in a third-party relationship, or maybe that's what this is all about. Okay, it's the energy is still there, the concern, the thoughts. You're not seeming to care so much anymore, however, unless you're currently involved in a third-party situation or dealing with, but really what I'm sensing, not so much third-party situation, but heartbreak in any sense of the word, heartache. So that's kind of the overlying tone, but the underlying tone is moving forward. In the future, we have the Eight of Swords reversed. So again, letting go of this anxiety, healing, seeing yourself and all the positive things instead of focusing on the negative things. I know I'm moving things very quickly, but I'm going to get to that other spread. Plus, it's just a pretty clear message. And in September, all these planets are going to be going direct throughout September. And we're kind of in this weird lull the second week. I talk about that in my weeklies. But, as we move through the 10th of September into the 20th, we'll start seeing more changes. We'll start seeing movement. How you feel about your love life or your person is the Seven of Pentacles. So you're definitely willing to work. You're seeing yes. You're recognizing yes. Cancer, there's work to do here, honey. Honey bunny, there's work to do, honey. I love you, but there's work to do. Why are you acting so crazy? They're looking at you like you're acting crazy, and you're saying, we've got work to do. We've got compromising to do. I feel good now. I'm trying to be positive. Why are you thinking like I'm acting crazy? So you've got to sort this out with your person. What's going on with this? Okay. You're in a much more positive place now. Why do they need to focus on what has happened in the past? In your hopes and fears, Page of Swords. Fearing like someone isn't caring enough to watch and learn, figure out ways to communicate. Okay, why aren't they focusing on what you're trying to change or what you're changing? Why are they focusing on the negative stuff? Why are they thinking you're acting crazy? You're just wanting them to show concern, caring, like you do. In your outcome position, we have the King of Pentacles reversed. So there's a road, there's a ways to go on this road before the success is earned. And you could also be dealing with an earth sign, definitely. There's lots of swords here too. You could be dealing with the air sign. But the outcome is, okay, that either the King of Pentacles, the earth energy, is not the person you're going to end up being with, or just that for ultimate success in this scenario in your love life, it still has a long ways to go. Okay? And I feel like that's more the message here, Cancers, because you're recognizing that here and you're recognizing that here. You're ready to work. You're ready to work on it. So they need to figure out what they're feeling in their mindset here. And stop projecting the negativity onto you. They need to start working with you in this because that's what you're doing. Okay, Cancers, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands, fiery energy, okay? Willingness to work to have something be stable and stay and grow and develop. Okay, she's willing to take the lead to help this little baby, cute little tiger grow into this big, beautiful, regal. No, we're not talking about a lion, but tiger. Okay. This is Aries have staying power. Queen of Wands has staying power. She is passionate. She can be egotistical. There can be a naivety about her, but she has staying power. So if this is a message for you in love, if this is an overlying message for you in love this month, Cancers, it is back to that 8 of Cups. Okay, staying power, work, grow, develop. Queen of Wands. Okay. The card at the center of this reading is the Page of Cups. This is talking about the need for youthful, optimistic, assisting sort of communication in your love life. So if your partner is viewing you in a negative light, like the Knight of Swords, then you can change that viewpoint by being the Page of Cups. Okay. Lightening up the type of communication, but still keeping it emotional. Again, we could be dealing with a third-party situation. There needs to be rest. You've been through this already. You've been resting. We saw that already, and now it's waiting. Okay, working, but also waiting. There is love here. Okay, this is a passionate exchange. This is a passionate relationship because we kind of have breaking down, but connection. We have love and war. I'm going to call this the war card, the Tower card. Breaking down so it can be rebuilt stronger. There needs to be an innocence in between these two where there can be belief in this and understanding of this. This isn't end-all be-all. This is not the 21st Major Arcana card. This is in the middle of the phase, so it's not over yet. So understand that. Take this innocence along with this. This is not black and white. This is not end-all be-all. This is just breaking things down so things can be rebuilt stronger, longer, so you can grow together and have commitment together, so you can have clarity with the Ace of Swords. Okay, so there can be equality in the relationship. Here's the Three of Swords again. So use your intuition. Okay, the Pisces, most intuitive sign. Waiting for your ships to come in. So before acting, which is what your partner is expecting you to do with that Knight of Swords, before acting, okay, this was crowning your last spread too, so it is an overlying energy there. Maybe lack of trust there. You're willing to work on it. But before acting like your partner thinks you're going to act, all right, wait. Okay. If something happened or if something is happening, realize that there is a connection there. So it's going to hurt if something happens. High Priestess, intuition. Secrets. There's a secretive nature to the High Priestess also. Is that what this is about? Secrets about how you want to rebuild this. Secrets about how you really feel. Secrets about what you're thinking and contemplating during this time. Page of Cups, Pisces, They live in the realm of the unspoken. They feel for real, but they don't relay that out to the outside world. It gets confusing. Is that what this is about? Is confusion the only thing that this is about? This isn't a card of confusion, but there is a communication style sometimes about Pisces, because they are so loving and so kind, and they really do care, and they really do want what's best for everybody. And you understand this, Cancers, because you're a water energy. But sometimes there's a little bit of a disconnect there with what they're feeling and thinking and what they're showing, and that can cause confusion. So open this up. Open up this communication. Keep it light. Keep it youthful. Keep it honest. Keep it flowing. So there aren't secrets. So this can be worked on. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, you want a new solid beginning. You want to wait for this to pass so you can work towards and communicate towards rebuilding, moving past this. You want a new beginning that's solid. Something with staying power. Something that can grow. Right? Something that has clarity. Something that has equality. Something that has energy. Something that has willingness to put in the effort. Something that isn't secret oriented. Something that is everyone's willing to work on. Something that involves communication. I can go on. Work. Building. Healing. Belief in faith and love. Okay? So, Cancers. There's some stuff going on, but it doesn't have to end badly. There's a willingness there. There is love. There is healing. There is rest. So enjoy September. There's lots of changes. So when you're wanting to act rashly or out of confusion and frustration, don't. It will impact your partner. Justice. Nine of Swords. So these aren't, I'm just pulling these because I just think these cards are so beautiful. That's all. But yes, Cancer, this month. Okay? Make it known what you want to do. Make it known the work that you want to do. Slowly, with the Three of Wands, okay, the ships will come in. Things will work out. You know, there's no need to push it. But allow it. Communicate.